Hey guys, just Boosters here and welcome back to another Digimon video. I have been slacking on the Digimon content for the last couple of weeks, to be honest, but the reason for that should be quite obvious. The new set, special release Booster 1.5, is about to drop, and I'm mostly focused on just TCG content, so I'm not really looking forward to sets like Battle of Omega just yet. And since the form was kind of coming to an end, I didn't really have a lot of reason to make content. However, I did actually participate in the tournament today, which is why I decided to include a video with a little bit of deck profile and a little bit of a meta breakdown for the tournament, if you will, just to compare it to how we started out, since this will probably be the last tournament of the current 1.0 format. And I actually decided to play yellow, and the reason to do this was mostly because yellow's been very underrated, and I've said in previous videos I think the deck's very good, and since this was basically the last opportunity to do so, I decided to play the deck to see if I could actually top the event. First, I want to give a massive shout out to the organization, which is Digimasters.eu. They did a great job hosting the tournament. It was a tournament specifically for players from the Netherlands and Belgium, which is, I'm from the Netherlands, and in Belgium they speak, at least in the part of Belgium, they speak the same language. And I think this was basically the first kind of online tournament held in this region, so massive shout out to them. I had a lot of fun, and the event seemed to run pretty smoothly. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys the deck I played, which I actually got third place with, as you've probably seen in the thumbnail or in the title. Then I'll give a quick rundown of my matchups and the decks that were played in the tournament. So yeah, let's first hop into the deck profile. So yeah guys, I'm just gonna show you guys the decklist real quick, mostly because it doesn't differ that much from the yellow decklist I've uploaded on this channel previously. However, if you did not see that decklist, I hope this decklist will be pretty interesting to you, and I did make some change, so even if you did see the previous decklist, it might be interesting to still watch this one, but I'm not gonna go too in-depth about all my card choices, because if you want to hear the real in-depth explanations, you can check out the old deck profile. However, knowing myself, I might still talk a little bit more about the cards than I am planning right now, but yeah, we'll see. So first, the Digitamas. I played 4 Cupidmon still, just because it's the better one out of this and Tokomon in my opinion. Speaking about Tokomon, I'm really starting to hate this card. Honestly, if the yellow deck wasn't as grindy as it is right now, I would definitely consider just cutting this card altogether. I'm pretty sure that literally 50% of my games this was the first Digi-Egg I hatched, while I really want to see Cupidmon as fast as possible to just, when I swing in for early damage, get the additional draw. But yeah, these are the Digitamas. Then moving on to the main deck. The level 3s I played is 4 Pedamon. This is the one that gives you an additional memory when you delete a Digimon by depleting its DP to 0. And then I'm playing triple Labramon, which has the same effect, except instead of gaining memory you will actually draw a card. So just a little bit less good than Patamon is, which is why I'm playing 4 of this and 3 of the Labramon. Nothing much to say about those. They performed fine. I definitely would have liked to resolve this more than I did. Funnily enough, I had Labramon a lot more than I did have Patamon, much like Tokomon and Cupidmon, so that was a little bit unfortunate, but it didn't really matter that much, I don't think. Then I'm also playing 4 Tinkermon to combo with the Petermon to really give the aggro aspect to this deck and actually give it the ability to close out the game faster than other yellow decks at this point could. Nothing bad to say about this, just every time you see it, it's either just a rookie to evolve into, or you can just start suicide crashing it and then revive it later with Petermon, which is really good. And then to finish off the rookies, I'm playing double Tsukaimon and 2 Salamon for the Vanillas, or the no effect rookies, that are 2 to play, just 2/2, so I don't get hit by Omnimon as bad on them as when you would play 4 of one of those. So that makes it 15 rookies in total, which is a good number, I think. Every time I play less than that, I just brick on no rookies, and bricking on no rookies can be so rough in this game, so I really always want to play 15 or 16 even. But yeah, That's the rookies. Moving on to the level 4s here. I'm playing 4 or where is the other? I'm playing 4 Repamon. I just don't know where it is. There we go. 4 Repamon. Just 3 to play, so if you don't have a rookie, you can potentially just play this, and then 2 to evolve. It's a little bit rough that it's actually under Volcanic Ramon range, which does definitely come up in this format, but yeah, it was fine. Then I'm playing 4 Petermon. Love this card. Really allows you to apply a lot of pressure, and then to round out the level 4s, I'm playing just 4 of the blockers, so no Angelmon or whatever in here. Really going for a clean approach to the level 4s. And don't really have anything to complain, didn't really miss any of the other ones. Maybe when I played against Rookie Rush, the Angelmon would have come up, but it is what it is. So 12 of the level 4s are the champions, then moving on to the level 5s. 4 of the Sirenmon, just because it's the only 2 to evolve yellow at this point, and it's 5 to play, which if you're really stuck and only have like level 5s, level 6s, you can just hard play this and giving your opponent the 5 memory, it's not too bad. Then I played 3 of the Mistymon. I want to say this card kind of underperformed, even when I did play against Rookie Rush. It did win me 1 game, but after that he just kind of played around it, and that rookies with 4000 DP, and then, you know, just the 7 play cost is really high, and the 3 to evolve cost is also pretty steep. The card that I really did enjoy today was actually Angel Woman, which is the one that when you evolve and you have 3 security cards or less, you can get recovery +1 from the deck. And this card actually overperformed, I want to say. There were also a lot of instances where I really hoped I would see another one of it, so I did really enjoy this card. I might even try to maybe swap around some Mistymon and Angel Woman, because I really did like having the Angel Woman in the deck. Then the level 6 are still exactly the same as I did play in the previous build, which are 4 Kentaurosmon. This was definitely the MVP of today. The real strength of yellow is just getting in the early damage, and then, specifically of this build anyway, getting in the early damage, and then after that, it doesn't even really matter if your opponent has board control. If you can just like set up a Kentaurosmon, and then some attackers for the next turn to guarantee game, that's absolutely fine. There was 1 game where my opponent had a Metal Garurumon, an Omnimon, a Volcanic Dramon, and then I want to say like a Pseudomon or a Gorillamon or something, and I just Kentaurosmon him, and then I had Kentaurosmon and 2 rookies left for the next turn. He just stared at his hand for like a whole minute, and it was like, yeah, there's no way I can win, so this card just laughs at board control, which I think is really funny, and just really powerful card. The effect on deletion is also really strong. And then of course also 4 of the /Angemon to control the board a little bit more by reducing your opponent's Digimon by 8000 DP. It can also swing over Omnimon, which didn't come up this tournament, but it could have for sure. Yeah, I don't really have anything to complain about these cards. I think this ratio was perfectly fine. Then for the non-Digimon, I'm playing a triple TK. Honestly, I might consider moving this up to 4. Of course, you know, when Yellow gets Shine Greymon, hopefully next week, you will be playing 4 of this, of course, because you just want to see as many tamers as possible, and this is just really strong. And once again, this tournament showed me how important it is to have the +3 memory tamer, or the one that fills up to 3 memory, just because if your opponent has it and you don't, you're just so far behind, because they can just keep memory locking you at 1 while they start with 3 every turn, which is such a huge setback. Definitely did have a few games where I did not see it and really got in a tough spot because of it, or even lost because of that. And then as for options, I played double 7 Heavens and 1 of the Symphony. I reduced the option count just because I want to play more Digimon, because in the end the Digimon cards are your engine. They are the consistency cards of the deck, and they help you actually win, while these cards don't. If you just have these and no Digimon, or not the right Digimon to keep evolving, it's really hard to win. I don't think I drew this card once today, but in theory it's good. And then this one is specifically very good for its, what's it called? The security effect. However, that didn't come up. I think I activated it once the entire tournament. I'm gonna go ahead and say these cards actually underperformed. Even when I did have them in my hands, it really felt not optimal to activate them, which is a bit of a letdown. So I'm not sure what I want to do with these cards for the future, but of course the future is relatively short, I want to say, because we are of course getting set 1.5 next week. So yeah, that's the deck. Now let's just talk about tournament some more. So yeah guys, as you've seen, very similar to the aggro yellow deck I posted previously. I was super happy with how the deck performed, honestly. In round 1 I played against green Titanmon Turbo Control, so basically the deck I also piloted at the first Bella event actually, and this game was super close. I did manage to eventually win it because I Kentarosmon him and then he couldn't game me, and then turn after I could have gamed him, but the game was super close. Then in the second round I actually played against Omnimon Blue, so another pretty meta deck, and I also won 2-1. Basically game 1 he just bricked, and game 2 his deck just outperformed mine, and then game 3 again my deck just did better than his deck, so I managed to take that down. This was also the game I mentioned where Kentarosmon basically shut down his field of Omnimon, Metal Garurumon and Volcanic Dramon, so that was pretty funny. Then round 3 was my loss, which was against Rookie Rush. He ended up coming in second place actually, and the matchup for yellow should be really good against Rookie Rush, and I was like, I super easily won game 1 with Mistymon. I was like, okay, this should be my match basically. But then game 2, I don't know, I just couldn't really outpace him basically, and then in the third game at some point I didn't have a rookie. Like after the first rookie I didn't see another rookie for I think 2 or 3 turns, and by that time I just couldn't generate enough advantage to actually prevent myself from getting ran over or trampled by his rookies. And then in the last round I had to play against Omnimon Red, or actually I think it was mostly a Gallantmon focused build, but I didn't actually see Gallantmon, but my opponent remarked, he was asking how many cards I had in the trash, so I think he was probably playing Gallantmon, I just didn't see it come out. But yeah, I did eventually finish the tournament X1 and got myself the third place spot, so I hope that kind of proves that yellow definitely is a good contender. I'll just give a quick rundown for the decks that were played, because I think it's quite interesting. I really didn't expect to play just meta decks this tournament, since it was just for the Netherlands and Belgium, and I'm from Yu-Gi-Oh! And a lot of Belgium or Yu-Gi-Oh! Belgium or Dutch players, they really love their rogue decks, but it seems in Digimon everybody is playing pretty meta decks, and that's also something I can tell you, because I actually asked the organization, so shout out to them once again, which decks were played, so I could tell you guys, and actually were pretty much just meta decks. There were actually 4 Omnimon Red decks, and 2 Omnimon Blue, and then we had 2 green decks. One was the Titanmon deck and the other one was like a Rosemon deck I think, and then we had 1 Christmas Tyrannomon deck, if you want to call it that, like the green-red Tyrannomon focus deck. And then we had 1 purple, which actually managed to win the event, 1 Rookie Rush, which got second, and 1 yellow, which was me, which got third. And then, yeah, those were the decks. So in total we got 2 Omnimon Blue, 4 Omnimon Red, 1 purple, 1 yellow, 1 Rookie Rush, 1 Tyrannomon deck, and then 2 green decks. So as you can see, the vast majority of those decks are actually meta decks, which is why I think it's pretty funny how the how the top 4 turned out, because first place was purple, who went undefeated, second place was Rookie Rush, third place was yellow, and then okay, fourth place was finally the best deck, Omnimon Blue. But quite interesting. I think this pretty much shows that other decks can definitely compete, or could have competed in the past form, because of course the form will be totally shaken up coming next week, and hopefully I'll be bringing you guys a lot of content with the 1.5 format in the coming few weeks, because I do hope that I will get my 1.5 order in time, and I hope the same for everybody else, of course, because we also have the Bandai tournaments coming up in 2 weeks from now, and I'm definitely going to be participating in those. I really hope all the product is delivered in time, and we'll have a lot of fun with those cards. But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this video. Definitely still enjoying yellow, and I'm definitely gonna give it a try for the 1.5 format as well, because we all know it will gain a huge boost. So yeah, thank you guys for checking this out. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you did enjoy the video, and of course if you want to see more of this and aren't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, and with that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!